To calculate the number of 12 volts 200 amp hour lead acid battery that will give you the equivalent of a 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery, the first thing is that you need to calculate the energy that is stored in each of the 12 volt 200 amp hour lead acid battery. Welcome to my channel, and please do let me know where you are watching from. Now, if you have a 12 volt, this is a 12 volt 200 amp hour lead acid battery, and you have a 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery. How many pieces of this 12 volt 200 amp hour lead acid battery, whether it is tubular, whether it is flooded or AGM or gel battery, how many pieces of these batteries will give you the equivalent of a 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery? Now, what we need to consider is the nominal voltage of each of these batteries and their capacity in amp hours. Now, the nominal voltage of this battery is 12 volts and the capacity in amp hours is 200 amp hours. Now, the nominal voltage of this 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery is 51.2 volts and the capacity in amp hours is 300 amp hours. So if you multiply this, that is 12 volts multiplied by 200 amp hours, this will give 2,400 watt hours, which is the same as 2.4 kilowatt hour. Now, this is 51.2 volts multiplied by 300 amp hours, 15,360 watt hours, which is the same as 15.36 kilowatt hour. Now, we know that this is 15,360. This is 2,400 watt hour. So how many of these batteries will be equivalent to this 15 kilowatt hour, which is this is 15.36. So we divide, for us to know the number of batteries, we divide this 15,360 by 2,400. So to know the number, it will be 15,360 watts hour divide by 2,400 watt hour. This watt hour will cancel this watt hour. So what we have here is we have 6.4 pieces. So 6.4 pieces of 12 volt 200 amp hours sealed battery, gel battery, AGM or flooded battery, that is lead acid battery, will give you the equivalent of a 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery. Now, these 6, if you approximate, maybe you can make it 7 pieces. But these 7 pieces, you cannot connect them because we are looking at the voltage. Now, if you want to connect an inverter to this battery bank, that is this 15 kilowatt hour battery, it will be a 48 volt inverter. Now, you have 6 pieces and they are 12 volts. So even if you connect this in series, if you connect 6 of these in series, that is 6 multiplied by 12, the voltage will be higher than the nominal DC input voltage of a 48 volt inverter. Now, if we connect 4 pieces, it means about 2. We have removed 2. So it will not be, what we'll be having is about 9,600 watt hour. So if we want to make it a 48 volt system, 48 volt battery bank, so that it will be equivalent to this 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery, so that we can connect our 48 volt inverter to it, we can use let's say 8 pieces of 160 amp hours sealed battery or flooded battery. So if we use 8 pieces, the battery bank will look like this. The space here is small. Now, if we use 8 pieces, the battery bank will look like this. So we have 160 amp hours, 12 volts. Now they are connected in series. If we have them in series, this is our positive and our negative. So this first bank, we will have 48 volts, 160 amp hours. The second bank will also have 48 volts, 160 amp hours. Now, if we parallel these banks, we connect them in parallel, that is positive to positive and negative to negative. So it will now be remember in parallel, the voltage will stay the same, but the capacity in amp hours, will double. So what we are going to have is 160 multiplied by 2. So we will have 48 volts, 320 amp hours. 48 volt, 320 amp hours. That is what we will have. Now, if we want to know the energy storage of this bank, it will now be 48 volts multiplied by 320 Ah. So this will give us 15,360 watt hour, which is the same as 15.36 kilowatt hours. So you can see that this battery bank is equivalent to this battery bank. Now, take note of the nominal battery bank voltage. This one is 51.2, while this one is, 12 volts, 12 volts. So if you connect them in series, what you'll be having is 48 volts. But there's a difference. Here, these are lead acid batteries, and if you discharge like this 15 kilowatt hour battery, if you discharge it at 80% DOD, you have more than 6,000 circles. But for this one, if you discharge it at 80% DOD, most of them, you have like 800 circles, 900 circles, some 500 circles. Now, depending on the quality of the battery, So let's take that if you discharge them at 80% DOD, you have 900 circles. Now, for this one, at 80% DOD, the lifespan of this battery bank, if you discharge it at 80% DOD, it will be shorter than this one. Because this, we're having 6,000 circles. 6,000 divided by 365. This is 16 years. Then this one, 900 divided by 365 is just approximately 2.4 years. 2.4 years. So this is the difference. Here you have 8 pieces of 160 amp hour lead acid batteries. 8 pieces, 4 in series, then you parallel to give you a single unit of 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery. Although inside the lithium battery, they have cells that are connected in series to give you this voltage, 51.2 volts, and you're having 300 amp hours. So this is how to calculate the number of lead acid batteries that are equivalent to 10 kilowatt hour, 5.5 kilowatt hour, or 20 kilowatt, 15 kilowatt hour, lithium battery. But after calculating, you should know that their discharge rate is different. You can deeply discharge this lithium battery, but if you deeply discharge this lead acid battery, the lifespan of the battery will be shortened. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Please don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and also comment. Let me know where you are watching from. Thank you.